on this computer. Yep.
You got it. All right, awesome.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Okay, we will start now and we are recording. Hello, everyone. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. I'm so honored to be presenting here in EduChange Global at the second time. So, first of all, I will introduce myself. I'm Areej Alghamdi. I'm a high school teacher. I'm a computer high school teacher from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. I'm a leader of GG, Google Educator Group for Jeddah community. I'm Cospace Ambassador, and today we will talk about Cospace for digital storytelling. So, thank you so much for being with me today at my session, and I hope that at the end of this session, you will have some ideas that you can take it to your classes. At the beginning, you can introduce yourself. Let us know where are you from, what is your teaching contest, what is your favorite digital storytelling tools if you're using digital story tools before. Okay, let us know where are you from. Okay, right in the chat.
Am I the first one?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
I said hello. My name is Marinko Petkovic. My students usually call me Mr. Science because it's
okay.
science. I have PhD from special education and science education. I teach in a special school here in Novi Sad in Serbia, in Europe. It's a very nice sunset here.
It's
I want to show it to you because the sun is almost red.
okay. Nice to meet you, Mr. Science.
Right now, I'm in my cabin in the mountains. I'm taking my holiday here. I work with disabled students and use storytelling, and I also did a simple research how storytelling can rise skills for disabled. So that is my choice for today, to see how can I use this
Yes.
platform for making
Yeah.
storytelling.
Thank you, thank you so much, and it's my pleasure to have you. Also, we have from I think Deborah from Capian. Okay. Also, we have Sylvia. Okay. Also, I have my friend from Saudi, and also from Texas. Nice to meet you all. Okay, let's start. Okay, from Germany. Okay, you know, I think this platform, CoSpace, it's a Germany platform. Okay. The plan for this session will be introduction of topic, presenter, and the agenda, review of elements of storytelling process. Also, we will talk about production format by using CoSpace Audio, introduction to Cospace audio environment. At the end of this session, we will have some ideas about how can we use Cospace for build our storytelling. Okay, let us talk about using storytelling in our lessons or classes, no matter what subject you are teaching. Why it's important to integrate the storytelling in your student learning activities. What the skills can use this strategy will develop. The storytelling activities are one of the best tools that can make the student more interactive in the classroom because the student express their opinion and they are thinking and imagine and write, and also they are design, and finally they will share their ideas. And these are wonderful skills that we are needed to focus on. And the storytelling in general will make the student more creative, and active and develop their imagination. And every teacher and educational system want to build these skills in their classes. Okay, this is amazing. What is this digital storytelling? If we are know the storytelling as a strategy, what about digital storytelling? You can share me your ideas and your answer at this link. So I will put it in the chat window so everyone can engage with me in this activity.
So this is the link. You can also scan the link with your mobile devices, and we will have some ideas about what's the meaning of digital storytelling. I want to see your answer. I think you are expert on these things. Okay. You can answer at the link, or you can. I hope my sound are not being, it's clear. You can scan this one. This is the QR code. You can scan it. So I can have your answer about storytelling. Okay. You can also, if you have difficult for signing in this website, you can give me what is the meaning of digital storytelling in the chat. So give me what you think is in the simple way. What's mean of digital storytelling? Okay. I have answers. Okay, telling a story, digital format, memes. I don't know what does this mean. Okay, also we have stories in digital formats. That's correct. Simple telling about the problem and topics. Excellent, excellent answer. Yes, all of these answers are amazing. So let's go back to our presentation.
This is very cool. Your answer are amazing. So we are agree that digital storytelling at its most basic core is the practice of using computer-based tools to tell story. So when we are tell our story by using digital tools will be digital storytelling. What is the purpose of digital storytelling in our classes? When we are using digital storytelling, we are building a great digital skills in our student by give them the ability and flexibility to work with different web tools and software programs. We, when we see Bloom triangle cognitive goals, we can say that it's possible to achieve high cognitive and skills such as creation and analysis and evaluation. And these skills are difficult to quantify through a normal activity. But by using digital storytelling, we can reach these skills. When we want to design an activity that include digital storytelling,
Okay. Okay, sorry about that. Okay.
when we want to design an activity that include digital storytelling, that activity must include 7 steps in order to make the student create a digital storytelling, which include pre-production. That's mean the student will write the story and then design the storyboard, and we will talk later about the storyboard and organize the resources. Then the student will production step. That's mean the student create and prepare the media. Then we have to make the student post-production, put all the elements together. At the end, the student will share and celebrate by their own story. Let us talk now about the importance of using digital storyboard in any activity for digital storytelling, which make the students organize their ideas in a practical way after writing the story. And as they identify the element that include mood, sound, music, voice, volume, transition, effect, all of these elements that the student want to use it in their production step. And the student have their own choice. They can use self-made storyboard or they can use online storyboard, they can use program. And I will give you some resources that can help you if you decide that the student will use program or online storyboard that can help them to build their story before the production step. You can see here some example of using storyboard by student, which help them to organize their thought after writing and identify characters and scenes, which will make it easier for them to work in the production step. Also, we can see here another example of storyboard worksheet. The student can decide what voice they will use, what is the sound, the transition, the image, and the scene sticks. And this help them later when they go to the production step, as I mentioned before. So, how can the students make their storytelling alive? By using Cospace in the production step, the student will use amazing 3D object and they will use Animate and virtual reality for that. If you are not familiar with Cospace, in a simple way, Cospace is a mixed reality web-based application that allow user to create and engage in an attractive media content. Also, it's offered for the student the ability to demonstrate their knowledge in a new way by building virtual interactive words, simple or complex. Also, it's have the ability to use some coding. So the student will use some coding language. They call it in Cospace Coplug. So there are many skills that can be improved in the production format by using Cospace. We have to know that there are many ways you can teach your student using Cospace for digital storytelling. For example, listening comprehension when a student hear or read a story and then put it into visual representation based on their understanding. Also, literature interpretation. When a student read a story or a chapter of a book they are studying and recreate a story part showing their interpretation of reading. Also, the student can write a story or a storyboard, then bring it to life by using a 3D or augmented reality that included in Cospace. Speaking, and this is a good idea when for especially for the foreign language learning at the beginner level, when the student and teacher create a short story scenes in a Cospace audio and discuss them together.
Okay, you can join me now at the Cospace platform. If you have a mobile devices or any smart devices, you can upload Cospace audio apps in your devices. If you're using computer, you can enter to Cospace platform by using this link that I will put it for you. Today, I will show you as a student. So I want to see your story. So I had made for you some assignment as a student. And this is the thing that I love about the Cospace, because it's a platform that you can make a class also and put your student together or by by a team or student work one-to-one, so they can make their own stories. Also, as a teacher, you can make some interactive story for your student. For example, if at the beginning of the year, you can make a story about yourself to introduce yourself to your class or to your student by giving them the opportunity to see who are you by using the Cospace. So I will share with you this link. So I want you to enter the link. Then this is the code for the class that I made it for you. Okay. I will go as a student and I will show you how can you enter as a student to Cospace. Okay. Okay. You can enter also if it's not give you the enter of the platform, you can enter by this link. After that, you will click on registration because it's your first time. If you have an account before, it's okay, but the first time you have to register it. Okay, I think I have a problem. Oops. Oh my God. Okay. It's open for you or only me? I think the Cospace platform have a problem today. I will click log on. The same thing. Okay. This is the technology. I was working today. Cospace. I will click log on. Okay, I will change my browser. Straight. Okay. You can see here that you can log on as a teacher or a student. So you will click as a student. Then you will enter the code that I give you. Then you will click continue. After that, you have as a student, you have enter by using a name. So every student have or participant have entered their name. So I will write my name. But the user, this is the name. The username, it's have to be unique. So it have to be unique for each student. After that, you can put a password for the account. You can see here the student, especially the youngest one, it doesn't have necessary Gmail account or a Google account or app account. So it's easy for them. Okay, so I am loading now as a student in this platform. So it's give me the ability, they ask me now, are you, you can use your mobile devices and you can also enter by using the iOS or Android app. So it's optional for you. And this is the assignment. Okay, this is the assignment. So I will click. You can see here there is a teacher named Areej Alghamdi, and she put assignment for you. You will click on the assignment storytelling, and the same thing will be happening to your students. The same thing. You can find on Cospace Audio a lot of resources and tutorial that help you to start using the Cospace. But today I want to show you how can you use Cospace for making a digital storytelling activities or assignment for your student. At the beginning, you can see here the student can click on the assignment. Then the assignment that teacher put it for the student will be appear at the interface or the window of the Cospace. Make story about yourself. You can add links, you can add steps for your student to do. All of these are possible in Cospace. So I will click here. Then we have three choices for a student. They can build their story by using 3D model, and they can also build it by 360 image, which means that you can have image 360 and you can use it as a scenes for your story. Also, you have choice for building a story by using Merge Cube. And this is add-ons on the Cospace. So you can start from the empty scenes, or you can use one of these amazing templates. So today we will start on the 3D virtual reality, and also give it choices that we can build our stories or project from the empty or from the scratch or from the templates. So depend which you can also give the requirement for your students. Maybe you want your students start from empty scenes. Maybe you want to use one of these templates. So we will, at the beginning, we will start from this one. Multi-drama, this is a template. So it's give me the opportunity to build my story, my project with simple multi-drama scenes. And I will use this template. Okay. I don't want the window in Arabic, so I will go back to, I will see what's going on with my site here. Okay, I will close all. I want to enter to my account. Okay. I hope so it will open. The same thing. Okay, it's difficult to me in Arabic, actually. Okay, I will go back. So, okay. How can we use this one? Maybe we can change the language, because I want all the participants here with me. Okay. Using. Okay, yeah, I will choose. You can see here from the properties, you can change the language of the account. So there is, I think, 10 language for the Cospace. So if your student have difficult for using any language, you can, like me, use the change the language. So I will go back to my project. Okay. So this is my project that I built it. So you can find here at the left of the screen of Cospace, you have a lot of choices or buttons. First of all, first one is the gallery, and the gallery, it's like a gallery for a lot of projects that's made from teacher and student around the world. So maybe you will have visual feedback or feed up from these projects. Maybe you will find some of these projects helpful for you and you will use it for your lesson. Also, the student and the teacher have the same thing. The classes here, the classes mean that the student have assignment, or the teacher of the class make assignment or class for them and put it in the Cospace. Free play. This means that the student can use Cospace to do anything that they want without any assignment. So they can start from, they can create a folder for subject or for a project and start building their project. So I will go back to the class and I will go back to my storytelling, my project. So this is the project. Okay, what is this? The amazing about Cospace is everything here is a 3D object. At the beginning, you will see the template that you bought and the camera. And the camera means that this is the place that it will be start. This is the project and the story will be start from this place. So I will talk about it later. Okay, how can we add characters and elements and 3 objects? At the bottom of the window, you can see 3 buttons. One of them is library, and the library are amazing. They have a lot of 3D objects, which give them the student the ability to use any of these objects depending on the script or the story that the student built. They have characters, they have animals, they have housing, nature, and transport. They have all the transport, and you can find a lot of things that they can help the student imagine. If they didn't find anything fit with their story, they can build their own 3D objects. So the student here will be more creative. Also, we have special, and this one give the student to put another camera, so they will be like a movie director, so they can use a lot of camera in their project. Also, they can upload. So here they can upload images, video, 3D model. Sometimes we can build a 3D model object in a program or download it from the web, and we can use it here. Also, we have environment, and here the student can choose which scenes that they want their story appear. In this environment, the student love to change the environment depend on their story. So if their story are start in the desert or in the moon or in the sea, so they can choose the scenes. Also, they can choose the time. If it's in the night or in the light. All of these are possible. If we want background sound, if we want to add sound for the story, maybe the story at the desert, for example, at the forest, and there is a wind or a storm or like background sound, we can upload it and automatically it will be played. So for example, I upload here background sound, and I want my story will be about the boy, what he was afraid about the sound. Yeah, we can do creepy story about for Halloween. Okay, and he's afraid there is a storm night, and he's afraid. Actually, this is story my son do it for me. I tell him go and make me a story, so he decide that this is a story. So I will inspire from my son's story. So this is the sound, and you will see here after I put the sound, that's it. I will go later to see what's happening. You have to know that Cospace have 2 modes. What's the mean of that? Mean that there is like, this is a design mode, which that you can put all your elements together and object, and there is a play mode. And the play mode, that's mean that you can see what's happening. You can play your project and see all the things together, working together. So if we click play mode, Okay, so you can. I think if you heard the sound of the storm is it's making me afraid also. Okay, so this is the thing that okay. What about putting the object? If we go to the characters and we want to put some characters, for example, for a small boy, the small boy he's very scared and he's alone at home. So this is the boy. It's absolutely easy. Drag and drop. You can add any characters by drag and drop. What about if you want to put some furniture? We can go to housing and maybe we can have this table. Okay, maybe we can have this also on the wall. So let us go back here. Every 3D object that you put it, you can change, you can work with it by what? Any object, for example, this boy. After you click on the boy, you will wonder that there are 4 buttons will appear. All of them do something. For example, if we want the boy, drag the boy and make it bigger or smaller, we can click on this button and drag. If we want the boy turn, make it rotate by 100 degrees or whatever, we can click on this button and make it turn. If you want the boy up or down, move the boy up or down, also we have this option. If we want the boy, okay, all of these elements, so if we want to move it right or left, also these are options. What about this table? The same thing. We can rotate it and then we can take it by using, okay, put it in the wall. And everything here is the same. Okay, and this is the boy. Okay, what about changing the color and the action? All of these are possible by clicking on the wall, for example. Right click, and we will find here some options or features. For example, materials. You can find here in materials that you can change the wall color. For example, I want this one texture. Also, I can change the color of the texture. Maybe I want to make it more, customize it more. Also, right-click material and change the color. Okay. Okay, I think Siri is working with me today. Okay, and changing the color. What about the boy? We can change also his t-shirt or his clothes or his hair. Okay, we will go here at the right click on the 3D object and we'll go to materials and we will find another options. Hoodies, pants, skin, hair, eyes, all of these are possible. Only click on the color, on the color that you want, and that's it. So if we click at the play mode, click, we will see okay. So what about making the boy walk or have actions? We have to know there is 2 things that we can do. Sometimes the student make their own story without any code, but there is a possible that they can have to use code because code is given the more options to make the story more alive. So for example, if we want the camera move like a movie from here, then zoom to the face of the boy. How can we do it? Actually, by coding. How can we do it? Don't forget that every object that you will use it or you want to make it have action or build a code in it, you have to activate the code. And the code that we will use it on code block is in the code space called code block, and it's very easy. If you are familiar with Scratch, it's the same. So we will go to the camera, and all objects have name. So you can see here the camera have name. Sometimes my student change the object name. It's their choices. So I will click on the camera, and here we have code button. Don't forget to make it active by clicking use and block. Okay, so after that, we want the camera zoom to the boy. So what can we do? We will go to the code button here, and then we will go to code blocks. Some students are very familiar with scripts like JavaScript, for example. They can do it. So Cospace is for youngest and for the high school students is possible. They can do anything with it. So when we click code block, we can find here some kind or for some kind of code block. For example, transform, action, event, control, all of these are code. Sometimes we need some advanced code block, so you will go to settings and add advanced code block. Don't be wary if you are not computer science or you are not using a code block before. It's very easy, and I encourage you to use it and give your student ability to use it in any curriculum or in any subject that you are teaching. When we click here, for example, when we want to start first code, you can find here that this is the first code that it's built in. When play clicked, that's mean when the project or when our story or when the student click on the play, this code will be work. So what is the thing that we want? We want this camera move. So we will go to the action or sorry, transform. We'll go to transform. After that, we will choose this block. We want the camera, so we will find here the name of the object, and they give you some meters and second. We will put it. If we need to make it or to change it after play, we can change it. So I will click play mode so you can see what's happening here. So maybe you can see here that the camera is moved. So maybe I will put it 2 meters, for example, and I will put it in 2 seconds. So the camera will be slowly like, okay. So you see here that the students are being like a movie director. They put the camera, the position, all these elements together. Okay, what about the boy? What is the action that boy can do? Sometimes the student, especially the youngest student, will click on the object and they will use any of these animation, which have reaction, action. For example, reaction without any code. They can, for example, have, for example, disagree. So you can see here the object change their action. But if we want our students dig deeper in coding and build their story by improving their skills, we have to teach them the coding and how can they use it. So if you want here, the boy wanted to have action, we will use code. So it's very easy. So I will choose action, but don't forget, you have to click on the character, and you have to activate the code button and use the code. Don't forget to do that. After that, you will go to the action because we want this boy do something. So we will go to the action and we will take this block set animation. But for which object? For the boy. So we will see here regular boy. To do what? We will choose from here the action that the thing in our story, the thing that we want this boy do it. So we will choose, for example, we want him afraid or what?
Hey, Areej, I just want to let you know that there are just about 3 or 4 more minutes left in your session. I'm sorry I didn't catch it sooner.
No, it's okay. I have been finished now. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. So I will put here this one first before the camera, and I will click play. Okay. Do you have any question about these things? Okay. How can we, if we enter the code in the platform with the code that I give you, you can do a lot. You can do a lot and make story about anything that you want. All of these things are possible. If we want this boy have a sound, and this is the thing that I love about the student, that we can hear them. So especially for the language learner, so maybe they are reading a story and we want them to make a story by Cospace, they can upload sound or record sound. And we can find here in the upload that, sorry, here we have a sound. And the student can record the sound and put it in their story. All of these are choices and possible. So this is the thing. At the end, the Cospace give you the opportunity to share and the student to share their project. So this is the link for share. So they can click on share and then have the link for their project. But because I'm a student now, the teacher for this project have to allow the student after they finish share their project. So this is the thing that I love about Cospace. After they finish, they can share all of these amazing project together. Okay, let's go back to our presentation. So I put for you here some extra resources that you can find here. A lot of Cospace stories. You can go there and see the code and inspired by these ideas, how can you make assignment or activities for your student in Cospace? And you can, I put all of these things together also. This is also the link for Weeklet resources. So you can find here some resources. I will share it with you. Weeklet resources that can have a lot of resources also for using Cospace or using or making digital story by Cospace or any other tools.
At the end of this session, remember to evaluate my session. And I want to thank you so much for being active and being here in my session. And I hope so that you have some ideas that you can take it with you and do a lot of amazing things with your student this year. Remember, every session in the Audio Change Global have a survey, so you can complete it because it's very important for our presenter to have feedback from the participant to improve their session later. Thank you so much and see you again.
If you have any question, thank you. It's my pleasure. If you have any questions about any of these features, or how can you make some codes, you can chat me on the, I think there is a in the Kiko platform. Also, you have my account. I put some trail for you if you want to try Cospace as a teacher. We have a trail as ambassador. You can use it, and it's about a 3-month trail. You can use and see what can you do with this amazing tools. Thank you so much.
Awesome job, Areej. I got to
Thank
hear
you.
some of it, but it's trying to kind of put out some fires on the end. I hope I wasn't on unmute the whole time and you heard me. I thought I had muted, so I hope I didn't mess up your presentation.
No, thank you so much. But thank you for remembering me about the time, because sometimes I am.
It's hard, and 45 minutes is such a short amount of time. I wish we could do an hour, because that would give a little more time, but it was just kind of hard to work it all in the schedule. But you did an awesome job. I'm gonna like go back and watch this one, because I need to know more about Cospaces. So.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. Thank you so much. And use all the resources that I put it in the Kiko chat document. Thank you.
All right, awesome. All right, for those of you that are in this room,